Afternoon. So this is a discussion meeting for a probable formation of a forum on control and inverse problems. I hope all the stalwarts are here from within India and outside, and also the students and researchers. It's a good time to have some discussion on the need of a formation of such a group. So briefly, I will just mention the whole idea of this one was discussed by Professor Pani, and NPD, National Program of on Differential Equations, Theory, Computation, and Application. That program, NPD, for the past 1 year, it has done tremendous activities. If I am right, more than 12 or 13 workshops and advanced level as well as the first level type of workshops were done, and it was nicely received, and a very good response and feedback was observed. And one of the objectives of this NPD is to form a national level forum or a group that deals with one of the main themes of this NPD, to find a group of people who are working in this area and make a form to further the activities of those areas. And one area which we found is control, and again with the discussion we found that control and inverse problem. So controllability and observability and inverse problems, and many problems can be involved inside. So a group named, the name, all these things are yet to be done, is to be discussed today. The first meeting about the formation of such a group was done in this institute, ISER, on 30th November when Professor Pani visited for some other program here. Then we thought of having a discussion meeting of similar type here. That's today's meeting. The support is NPD can partially support this forum initially, and this forum has to raise fund from other resources later. Okay, so with the this is what I said. Keeping this in mind, a first preliminary meeting was held in ISER Thiruvananthapuram on 30th November, and it was proposed to, we have decided to send an appeal to like-minded researchers who are working on controls and optimal controls and inverse problems, and invited their advices, their suggestions and criticism on forming such a forum. And mails were sent, and we got many replies, and some of the responses are included in this slide. And also today's meeting was decided to have a meeting like this. And the main objectives of the forum is to conduct programs like something similar to DST, SCRC or SCRB schools, a 3 weeks program, one in each year for 5 years. Professor M.M. Mathai, he has succeeded in conducting one SCRC school, and he has been doing it for the past more than 10 years or so. That was one of the inspiration we got. And also every year, 1 or 2 advanced level workshops. One may be supported by NPD, and other one we have to get support from other agencies. And every year there can be one group meeting like a conference or one international conference. And some of the comments we received in the email say there should be application, it should be an application focused or oriented approach. Recently we had a workshop, a 10 days workshop at IIST. There we had both mathematicians as well as engineers, And we came to know from the feedback, we understood that they really want the mathematics, type of mathematics. Many of them, they stood up and said also, many of the things which they just bought for their applications, they got the idea how it came. For example, controllability, Gramian and all such things. They just used it and how mathematically it came. So they are keen. Somebody commented that my fear of mathematics is gone now. See, and include working engineers, those who work, who are working in the area of controls, optimal controls and inverse problems. And also find application oriented, the frequency domain approach and H infinity control, and how to design controllers, type of application oriented program should be set up. And also there can be one advanced level workshop, maybe of 10 days duration, on stochastic control every year, or at least some of one of the SERB school can be devoted, 1 or 2 weeks can be devoted for the stochastic control type of problems. That was some of the responses which we received from the people who are working on this area. And okay, that's the end of my slide. Now it's open, so let us have a discussion how we can go about it. And
one school on probability and stochastic process basic things. Without which all this
doesn't run. Right.
Maybe based on our workers' book, maybe not good.
Okay, so I'll note down this. So probability.
So that covers most of the things, plus some other book, not too wide. It's starting really basic.
Yeah. So one school should be no, maybe yeah.
Very important. Otherwise, there is no point in going advanced level. Those students cannot understand any GBC.
Correct.
They must know what is meant by probability measure and infinite products.
Okay.
These things are not taught in the measure.
Right. So or this. Now, usually, if you have a 3 weeks program, the first week can be devoted for this. No, one full school should be.
My experience. So we didn't have a probability plan in our institute.
Right.
So somebody has to teach a course. So I decided, somebody told me that what is there is just measure theory. So I took the responsibility of teaching.
Right.
And I found it is not true. I mean, completely new ideas, new concepts, everything in entirely different way. It took a lot of time to understand. So that is not taught in any of the universities.
Okay.
So you must give one, at least
one school for that. Session. Maybe a 3 weeks program.
Exactly. Very important. I mean, basic martingale theory, Markov process. Well, basically what is contained in both the books.
Yeah.
It goes quite advanced, but
Okay. Okay. Any other?
And the follow-up can go for the stochastic process.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Second workshop can be on the stochastic controls and related. Yes.
Some other sort of sub-disciplines of control which should also be covered, like hybrid control and so on. There are some young faculty in IIT Bombay and possibly in other places also.
Okay.
In engineering departments.
With this?
Like this systems and control, there is interdisciplinary programming systems and control. They have hired one person called Deviations who works in switched control systems and hybrid controls. And they hired another guy who is going to join in December. Kulkarni who works in various inequality.
Okay.
Possibly other similar people.
Okay. Hybrid type of controls when.
There are two people.
Yeah.
I mean, I can probably just talk to my colleagues and find some more names. There are several other things. You see here, The FES has been mostly focused on controllability and allied issues.
Yeah.
There are a lot
But
of other
other questions.
Yeah.
Then basic elliptic and thermodynamic theory has to be covered.
And variation.
Yeah, variation.
Okay. Any other?
So, I make a comment. So, given the central nature of this workshop's theme, bringing probabilistic stochastic methods and control methods, fluid mechanics is a subject for next 1,000 years, right? It's been said. So, and of course, that can include with other phenomena like elasticity or magnetic field. And given the applications that are in the horizon, on the way from industrial aerodynamic and also magnetic fusion or nuclear reactors and so forth. So this workshop's theme, can this be repeated in maybe every 2 years or something, so that then the same community or with the new researchers can maybe come back with and report and share the new developments in the subject area.
Okay.
As a suggestion.
Okay. And also there was a need, like if we conduct such programs, usually people from students or participants from IIT or ICER or only this type of institution, they are coming. So how we can encourage the university, other university students to participate for such programs? And there we do this repetition. We redo the same program at different places, so at different geographical areas, and maybe the same workshop will be repeated elsewhere to draw the students nearby. So that can.
This is done by the American Math Society, for example. Sectional meetings where they conduct in different parts of the country, so that the local faculty also can participate in the organization, helping them, right?
Right.
Also, they can participate scientifically.
Okay.
So during the sectional meetings, it is basic
It's like any
discussion
other
or
meeting.
research meeting.
The sectional meetings in American Math Society is like any other meeting, just but it's held in different parts of the country. Even often parts of the country which may not be the very popular ones, San Diego or Boston, they also take it to small towns. And so that the people in those local universities also help in the organization, get involved in the organization. And get visibility for their area and interest. So that's the point. Elaborate.
Okay. Any other suggestions or how we can go about it?
What are the application subject areas you like to hit?
Applications? No, mainly this we concentrate on the control and inverse.
The application areas. What are the
Space. Okay, one could be space research.
Now, question is whether to involve people from the application, real users.
Yeah. No, we can.
Is it worthwhile?
The schools, perhaps it may not be worthwhile, but whereas in the conferences which we propose, meetings, we can involve them.
See, under NPDE, you have various activities, right?
Yes.
Various levels.
Correct.
The same thing can be envisaged for control and inverse problem.
Yeah, different levels of programs. Okay. When we are doing it locational meeting or sectional meeting, same time different levels can also be okay, designed.
So what do the students think? What do you want from senior Indian faculty or international visitors? What do you lack in your school, or what you should talk?
Yeah, so now participants, other participants, students, your view. Yeah, right.
Agree with Professor Maithili.
You can stand up. You can hear.
Yeah, because as she told, from university level it has to be basic actually, because from university level students are not getting that much exposure to the outer world actually. They are like they're there only.
Yeah.
You study basic subjects, that's it. They won't come for research and all these things. So as she told, it has to be basic if you are conducting locally.
Okay.
Like some small universities.
Okay. So we have to start from the level 1 or.
Now, venue for that, in order to benefit the larger community of students, venues have to be chosen.
Some geographical center where people can come.
So that you can maximize the number of people benefiting. So the question would be, of course, you have a semester examination and things like that. What would be the ideal time? All these things matter.
What are the concerns of the students? I am retiring. It's about you. So reflect what you like to see. Are these conferences covering the areas you heard about, you like to learn?
For the case of students in universities, summer is the best.
August, July, August, no. Summer means May, June. Indian summer. Indian summer. May, June. Anything in December?
Well,
In January,
December is very good.
Bala, tell them to talk.
No, December is not good.
December may be for small meetings, conference or meetings.
Exams
Huh? Yeah, faculties for the
May, June.
May, June is the right time.
You're not completing this meeting until students talk.
Yeah, students, yeah.
Beach is gone.
Yes.
I agree with the argument. Most of the universities in Tamil Nadu side, they are not having the probability and stochastic basis. We don't know even ABCD in stochastic. We just know we just know started to study the probability theory, and Sridhar sir came to our university and gave few lectures on large deviation theory and etc. We don't know even ABCD in stochastic. That's the frank thing. We want more basic level programs like it. If you organize a basic level program on the stochastic means, we will surely all of them will come.
Okay. Yeah. So, thank you. Any other students? Yes. Else? Huh? What's your experience?
Let me tell you, this ISI is periodically organizing this summer program.
Here, I think they are organizing
There is one student from ISI. You can perhaps highlight.
Will it benefit the student?
You can ask Rio. Gentlemen, there was a student from Stock.
This is my suspicion.
Yeah, so here is another student.
So I'm from ISI. So ISI has mostly 3 academic centers. Kolkata is the main center, then Bangalore and Delhi. Other research centers has opened up, but these are the main 3 centers where mostly academic programs are carried out. And periodically, each year there is a conference on stochastic processes. So it will be like 1 year it will be in Kolkata, next year Bangalore, followed by Delhi, and then back to Kolkata once. So in this, so it will be like usually 5 days, at max 7-day program. In between there will be some 2 or 3 series of lectures only on stochastic processes, main topic, relevant trends in area of probability and stochastic processes. So, I will say that I mostly work on stochastic processes only, which was somewhat related area to the stochastic control. And I came here to get a view of what is this related area working on. And as I would say that in this workshop, together with all the topics like deterministic control followed by the stochastic control, and then numerical approximation techniques, all these things were put together very nicely. So the suggestion that for basic stochastic processes and all that, I found that lots of students are having problems with basic stochastic processes and ideas. So this should be welcome if such joint workshop can be worked on.
What do they teach in 7 days time?
So
Those are advanced. You are talking about LPS.
yeah, LPS.
Very advanced. Then it's
Very advanced.
not-
Yeah.
That means
There
probably
should be some zero level.
I am saying that what the suggestion was that together with ISI, maybe such workshops may be carried out on stochastic processes.
zero level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can get expert from there.
On probability and stochastic processes.
So do they already conduct some such thing? That's
On the basic level.
No.
they have-
No,
Yeah.
that I am not
Basic
aware.
Basically, the RISE
Not a
candidates.
regular way.
That I am
Yeah,
not
yeah.
aware.
Sometimes our students also take.
Yeah. So we have to start with a zero level thing. Even ISI model is also for the students from the premier institutions.
I would like to make a note on self-schools conducted by
Ah. Yes.
Actually, where they had afternoon sessions will be usually a problem session, where we won't sit like this. We will be set up into a group, and we'll be given problems, and we should solve it. And like professors will be there to guide us, to help us. I think instead of having lectures, like morning lectures and afternoon problem sessions will be much more useful, because many are scared to hit the problem and solve it. Even if they have a theoretical background, they are really scared to hit a problem.
Okay. The problem solving session also should be included. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Give them problems. Right.
Maybe one should first of all collect the names of people, researchers who are working in this control and inverse model.
Okay.
Both in mathematics department as well as in
Engineering. Okay.
Much different than what we do. So, engineering people, if we going to include, then we don't know how we are going to achieve the objective.
Yes.
mathematically
So the point is, like as we had in IIST, a lot of BSc scientists were there. So, but their techniques were entirely different than what we do.
Now the frequency domain techniques they do. I mean, are
Yeah, someone should be knowing both the techniques, and then only he can blend the things. And there it comes, people lose interest. And whosoever knows the frequency domain technique, they don't interest in what we do. And we have even a willingness to learn what they are doing, but they don't really bother about such techniques. So there we have to be very specific who we are going to select, and it should be after all a conclusive. It cannot be like bifurcated in two branches.
Professor Walker can.
How do you bring the lines together to meet?
Maybe specific to ISR. Right. Many of my colleagues in IIT Bombay are quite.
Yeah, right.
So what is the solution?
A solution.
Bring both the colleagues.
Yeah.
The point was that the engineer's viewpoint is different. You know, when we develop control and stochastic analysis of fluid mechanics, for example, not only we want to create good mathematics, but we want to develop techniques, and eventually maybe our hope is that engineers will adapt at least some of them.
Correct.
Right? So that it justifies why we work on it. So, so that diffusion of thoughts and also diffusion of interesting problems from the engineering to math is definitely important. Right.
Should include them.
Yeah.
And learn to talk in each other's language.
Learn to live with them.
Yeah. Learn their language also. And
for example, the multi-phase problems are, that is very important for atomic energy, the nuclear energy, nuclear plants, and so forth. We as mathematicians may shy away from such difficult problems because they are mathematically challenging and not as simplistic. But engineers can raise the importance of those problems to mathematics.
But the point, as he said, they come to the conference and each presents their own perspective and they both go. So they don't meet and discuss.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you overcome this problem?
It's up to us to have interaction with them. When they come to the meeting, we also have more than 50% of the responsibility to interact with.
But we learn from each other anyway. They go in, we learn from each other. So,
what would be the output? That's the question. See, the point is they will launch the satellite only with frequency domain technique. They are never going to change it.
So we learn it.
So how do we bring to...
I don't think. I mean, this is a very strong assumption you are making.
No, this is what the fact is. I mean, that's how this
may be happening here and there. We have to change that. So when you go there, you have to learn something from them.
Know what technique you are using. They're not going to try anything. I mean, not including them is not going to give you anything.
That is, so they should be included.
There's one thing puzzling me. The concept of carbon filter was because the frequency domain techniques were not good enough for space. The problem is the time domain, which is what made it there. That is the district is explained.
Actually, that was a.
What you said is partially true. The problem what he is facing is way bigger as a.
Balakrishnan told me that the carbon filter became a big hit. It's because not only it was a good paper, but he had difficulty publishing, but then he found an Air Force student who went and implemented it. And so that's the point he was talking about. He just found, not only they learned it, but Kalman found an Air Force student who would go and implement it in some industry and defense problems, and then it made a big hit.
NASA picked it up, that's why.
But you probably know.
NASA picked it up.
NASA.
No, but the main paradigm shift was that you moved into time domain.
Yeah.
Because the linear chromograph filter is for stationary process.
Yeah.
And nothing here is stationary. Because they basically linearize around the trajectory, so it's a time dependent linear system. So they needed time domain techniques, which Kalman developed. So it surprises me that they are still using frequency domain techniques.
Now, as my experience says that both are needed. A hybrid method is needed. Using both the time and frequency so that you can take care of both the features in the time space as well as the frequency space.
Both have, no, we have to focus on both. Maybe.
So this is mainly because people cannot appreciate what mathematics can do. So unless otherwise there is a theory and application put together, people may not understand the significance of mathematics and
Yeah, this area is directly, has an application, the control and inverse problem. The direct application is there, so therefore people must appreciate this. Any? Okay, we'll collect all those who are working in this area. Huh? Yeah, please.
here it is that political statistics, so we conducted in universities also.
And here the suggestion is to for control and inverse problems. For that the students need the knowledge of PDE also. However, the workshop is going on for Bangalore by NBHM. But there are in state universities, what happens they know only how to solve the PDE like first order PDE, second order PDE, like they Lagrange multiplier and Chapman's method they have to know. But after that, they do not learn like distributions and more other things on sciences. So if there is on fundamental level or zero level, if there will be programs on PDE also in the local in sectional areas, then it will be more helpful for people who want to work on control and inverse problem.
Panis has arranged the
Yeah,
lecture, right?
that entirely no, that focuses on ODE and PDE both.
And also for the MSc level also it was conducted. For sectional area, there it was
Local.
yeah, I am talking for the sectional, I mean interior state universities. Bring them together.
And in PDA control, there should be some simulation, like we can know the live M code which can actually show not only the display of video, but actually code should be also there, so that it should be installed in some CPP file or MATLAB file, and the student can go and they can run the code, understand the code, what's happening, and that's the way they will get more knowledge. I mean, with the Larkin scheme should also be available, one can understand that. As in, there are many workshops in finite element method where people come up with the MATLAB code or equivalent C++ code. So that will be really beneficial and will give more substantiation to the control and.
When you deal with ODE or PDE, see in the say like in the previous case, morning theory and afternoon numerical implementation kind of thing can be done. Lab can be proposed.
Yeah. I completely agree with him regarding choosing the center for workshops because even from our university, we 9 of us are here due to our recommendation from our HOD. Otherwise, we could not have made it. Even there are no affiliated college students here. If they choose the center, for example, in state universities, more affiliated college students can participate and they can be exposed more. Even my juniors, they need to be exposed, but they do not get a chance because badly you may be selecting 2 or 3 for a workshop like that. It will be better.
Yeah. From one university, 1 or 2 students only will get a chance. That's why this sectional type of meeting can solve that problem. You go to an area and conduct a workshop that can take many students, more students from there. Yeah, please. So what's your suggestions, international students? Yeah. How this is done there at your place?
Somehow it depends on the level you want to have for your workshop. Okay, that one try to have some introductory tool for which to explain stochastic processes, basic of controls, and so on. And then some schools for PhD students or researchers. And well, this has been done essentially the first week more on the basics of control and stochastic, and the second and third week more on the advanced topic. Maybe I know stochastic theory because I don't know control theory, but I know stochastic theory. For me it was okay. Maybe the some for the students some other courses on stochastic, basic stochastic processes and so on would be better.
Okay, so from different levels of this theory should be exposed. Okay. Okay, any other suggestions?
So, what? How many states, locations you guys have in mind?
No, we may put into 3 or 4 or 5 zones, in the whole country, country. Then zone-wise, we can do such workshops. Yeah, regions can.
Right, because that point came a few times.
Correct.
To be reachable for the students.
To the students.
4 or 5 zones in the whole India?
All India, yes.
What are they?
Huh? No, NPD activities are going on in that way.
What are they? What are the places?
See, I mean, so far, it's not actually fixed. They, if some demand is, if you find that some place is suitable, they immediately go to, say, Kerala or even Kashmir also. Now they are going to put one in Kashmir, Bombay, Delhi, Baroda, and this place also already one is over, and Bangalore.
Do you want such things to have in Kashmir? Means you also have one foreign lecturers.
Yeah, okay.
Because, for instance, I would not be able to travel to Kashmir.
Why not?
No, because I would not, in order that my insurance is valid, I cannot travel to zones which are high security. Kashmir is such a high security.
Yeah, security issues. But that is one of.
Not only of me.
No, you mean Srinagar or Jammu?
It is it's at Srinagar. No, but that is one of the level 1 program that will be also be conducted elsewhere, the same level. Bhubaneswar also we had one, yes.
So you are thinking of maybe contacting, let's say, Coimbatore people and getting input on what should be the topic when these workshop moves to their region?
Yeah, if, right, yes.
Popularize the subject to the students.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
At different places, if you find.
Northeast, you have a location.
Northeast also, Nainital, we have a location.
What is
I'm sorry, not. Still, there we have not done it. Yeah, but we can plan.
Can I ask a question about different zones? What is the density of universities in India? Is it kind of uniform or is it more in some other regions?
No, it's not uniform. It's not uniform.
And the density of students is the same?
No, that's also not. Yeah, that's also their philosophy is different.
Basic problem is the resource person.
Yeah, so we have
We have to find the resource persons.
Planning to have this sectional meeting in various places.
We have
throughout the year.
at least around that place there should be some resource person. Somebody to organize that.
Organizing is a different thing, but the other part is going there and giving lectures. So there is the same group of people, running around all over India.
Yeah, that's not possible.
It's not possible.
Yes, we have to find. Yeah, no, that see NPD also they are doing the same thing. Yeah, all the people's name, those who are working in the area and who are interested. So that's the first task we do. Okay.
No, trying with a particular application. This workshop is unique because controls, stochastics, optimization, numerics are tied to a particular application. Very right, like fluid mechanics.
Right.
If you divorce from a certain particular application, one or more applications, then control and stochastic analysis can be just pure mathematics. Right? One ball, once told me a good deal of control theory is nothing but pure math, and I agree with you. So, and that's why maybe tying with a particular application, maybe you may pick elasticity or you may pick electromagnetics, right? Signal processing, like some of these very key and frontier areas in engineering or physics, and tie these two themes, control inverse problems and stochastic with that, then the workshop will be very rich. It will be a very rich learning experience.
Right. Now that we can do for the advanced level programs. Yes.
Or after the workshop, at the end, have a 2-day focused interaction meeting like you are suggesting with the particular application.
Yeah, any other?
What are the student concerns so far? You like to see?
It's like from the resource persons. But other thing we can think about. I mean, maybe we can collect more number of people who are working and can have a meeting of the resource persons initially. Yeah.
So this forum will give adequate support to the students to attend in nearby towns. And
Yeah, right. So now we are collecting everybody's name and email ID and addresses. Yeah, yeah. No, once it is finalized, we will do it.
How do the students get to know in various universities that such a workshop is going to take place?
Right now, NPD, we have now a database of addresses of all different departments.
So it's sent to the
Departments.
Department
Head, yes. And also NPD is having a.
Can you do one thing like if in one zone one class is going on, so that it can be recorded and can be sent to all universities and centers for their usage, so that every student can get
videograph.
Yeah, so that everyone can at least put in the website so that every student can see that.
I was curious to me whether the students in various universities in India how do they get to know about this?
Yeah, you need not have to depend on because now.
And then rely on the department head, right?
Yeah, so you need not have to because there are so much of internet facility, this, that, and you know all these institutes are there. You can once in a while go to those places, look for what kind of activities are going on. You need not have to depend on your teachers.
NPD is having a website. It lists all the activities now for the whole year. It gives a complete program. Yeah.
You every time that go for this
video.
No video. That not at all. So if some classes are videographed and sent to other centers, that's what you meant, right? Website also. Okay. The net itself, we can put the video.
But there will be pressure on the lecturers because they have to.
Yeah.
Do a good job.
Yeah, that's right. They have to be watchful.
Yeah.
So the mechanism to reach the students, even in the US, yeah, it's true that you Google it, you go it, but you don't know what to Google. Right? How do a student in Andhra Pradesh know?
Right.
Some small university know that to go to this particular website.
Even as you suggested, even some of the universities they not even having internet facility.
Exactly.
So they don't know what's happening.
Yeah, the health department may
it's
just
a center like sitting in here, then just visiting everybody. So top class mathematician you are talking with every day. Some universities they not even knowing whether there is an internet connection there.
So the non-uniformity
there should be appropriate advertisement, and the other address should be given to the university. So we have to make such.
And also.
I'm just posing the problem. Then
these are the issue, problems. I don't know how to come out of this. Some universities, they have some specific area. they don't have anything, if it is graph theory, for centuries they will do graph theory. Nobody else in the department will do other than this one.
Trying to break something.
I mean,
they may not have those kind of awareness what's going on outside.
So, I mean, that would imply that you, first of all, prepare a list of universities which can be a target.
Right.
Yeah. Already there?
Even NPD has more than 1,000.
Yeah, more than 1,000 we have.
Last workshop we sent me 1,250 addresses all over India. So we send it almost for 600 invitations we send it to all the institutions in India. So then still,
some universities, as you pointed out, they are fixed on certain things. You cannot move them to inverse problem.
Yes, but this we found the list from that list mainly contained people who.
How many you said?
There was 250 around.
Oh, I see. Yeah. No, 1,000. That is for all mathematics. No, this 250 is
Bangalore, there were some
affiliated colleges also.
Yes.
Okay.
So that list was quite big, and most of them have somebody or the other working in maybe not PD.
But the thing is that here there is stochastics which are involved. Not only the PDE guys, but also stochastic guys who may be doing like Borker, stochastic control.
Correct.
They may have a plan to control in their equation.
Correct.
So they can also be invited.
Okay. Yeah.
You can also put notices in current science and technology.
Thanks for raising this. I will tell you the experience we approached current science as well as resonance. They said they did not announce this. So you people have to do something for it.
No.
I do not know. That is
They have stopped.
Current science as well as resonance. Resonance is supposed to be. Resonance is for students. They said no. So you people have to do something about it. If you know somebody in.
You go around.
So he's announced in the American Math Society.
Yeah, American Math Society has our
European Math Society also.
none of the Indian.
Like they put in their calendar. But Indian Math Society is like, whatever it is.
They don't have a space for that.
This was also another suggestion when I went for this academy things. Academies can have some list of programs which is running in the country. Not
But they don't. They
do not have, but they can have some dedicated website like this, which and then they have their own whatever secretariat. So whoever is arranging program can just send a link, and they can upload on their. They don't have to do anything. They just have to give the link. But that can be done so that all programs running in the country will be accessible. Like what you was I mean, I suggested them to go to the various university pages and check, but that's not possible. Everything can be like whatever is happening in mathematics. The academy can decide the subject areas, and whatever is happening in mathematics, I will
They
just
didn't
send
give
them.
any reason why they won't.
They do not have anything.
Why don't
There
they
is
suggest
no
to
way.
NPHM?
I went and asked academy, can you
No,
have
forget
this?
academy. NPHM?
PHM will be only for their sponsored.
Yeah,
You can also have student representatives, so to speak, in this. When you have these workshops, maybe they may stimulate spread the information much more effectively. Right? They talk to each other.
Yeah, right.
SIM has a student chapter, right? Like that, we shouldn't hesitate to involve students in the decision process. Right? Maybe Bhardiya Math has.
Yeah, the senior batch may convey to the junior batch and encourage like that.
Then they can let them. So that in that way you have a very large contact base. Yeah.
Maybe in each universities and each year there may be some representative from some each university. They can ask one representative from each university math department. Every year they can call it because they may keep changing. So then just send a communication to good students. They can communicate locally to the institute and also locally to the colleges. Right?
It will be very effective way of doing it.
Quickly they can get the information from
This is a very good idea. I think somebody must take it.
Yeah, if somebody can.
Or engage it.
Can be at zero level
Or
or
engage it. Maybe just write it.
All programs.
I mean, including MTTS, and we should not bar ourselves. This is an MBHM program that is.
All programs should be listed in that.
Just link. I mean, we are not doing anything. We are just giving the link. We are not getting anybody's.
One place you can get all the information.
Yes.
Just to make a link, that's enough.
And all programs,
Yeah.
0 level to advanced.
Yeah, can be done.
Maximum bid itself can do it.
Yeah,
IMI people get.
IMI can. We can suggest someone to host such a web page on their.
Maybe Maths Olympiad people get it. You can ask Ganesh sir. So that he can collect all the information.
I mean, he need not do
No,
one.
people can send it and then upload it.
People can send him and he can just upload it.
Okay, so any other suggestions? Okay, we are collecting all the email IDs and we will, now whatever decision or things we have discussed, I will briefly, write in the mail and I will send to you. Maybe you can again give me a feedback. Okay, so thank you very much, all the resource persons and the students for the nice discussion.